Yeah, there's just something I thought I should talk to the audience about first, before we really got rolling.
I'll wait here.
Well, this involves you, too, because you're intimately aware with the workings of this show.
Well, somewhat. You know, I don't like to pay attention very closely.
Yeah, okay. We know.
Yeah.
You know, folks, as much as we try to treat our celebrity guests nicely here at the show, and Andy will back me up on this, sometimes something happens during an interview or behind the scenes, and somebody will get a little bit upset with us. It's happened a few times over the years, and it's inevitable, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're human beings, you know, and, well, I mean, it's only happened a few times, but when it does, it's awkward.
It can be a little unpleasant and awkward,
unpleasant.
Right, thank you. And when this happens, folks, I always make sure that an apology gets written by me or someone on the show so we can smooth over any hurt feelings. It's kind of a nice gesture, and also, we need these celebrities to come and do the show so that we can get our, checks in the mail, right?
Right, exactly. If we had, like, a never-ending list of celebrities, we'd never write any apology letters.
Exactly, but we have to sort of play the game a little bit. Thank you for being so brutally honest. We have to play the game, and write these people apology letters.
Right.
All right, so I thought it'd be kind of fun tonight and interesting to take a look back at some of the apology letters we've sent out over the last few years. And you'll get an idea. It's just sort of some of the stuff that we're dealing with here. For example, folks, here's a note that I sent to Pamela Anderson Lee after an on-air incident that kind of ticked her off. Dear Pamela, I'm of me to do that to you during the interview, and especially wrong of me to make that honk-honk sound while doing it. Hope to see you on the show again soon. All the best, Conan O'Brien. And, is it why I feel bad now?
Yeah.
She was mad, too. I thought
real mad.
Well, it was honk-honk funny,
Yeah.
It's not politically correct. Man, what kind of times do we... All right, here's one I wrote to Burt Reynolds after his appearance on the show. Dear Mr. Reynolds, I want to apologize for that very cruel game of keep away that Andy and I played during your recent appearance on our show. You're right, a person's hair is not a toy. That's Mr. Conan O'Brien, C.C. William Shatner, Ted Danson, Barbara Walters, right there. Important that. Now, here's one that unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I had to write to Divine Brown last summer, and I wish I hadn't, didn't have to write this one, but here we go. Dear Ms. Brown, the audition you were asked to perform to be on our show was unauthorized and highly irregular. In fact, Max Weinberg is only the music director and band leader for Late Night and has nothing to do with the booking of guests. Sincerely, Conan O'Brien. Max, why? He has his own little office set up.
I know.
With crazy.
Video camera.
This one, ladies and gentlemen, I don't talk about this much in the show because I don't like to brag. I think it's wrong, It's wrong, but folks, Brad Pitt is actually an old friend of mine from childhood. We grew up together.
Mm-hmm.
And, I made kind of a slip-up when he was on the show. He did me a favor and came on the show because we're old friends, and I sort of slipped up. And so I sent him this note. Goes like this, folks. Dear Brad, sorry I accidentally called you by your real name. I guess you'll just always be old Fartles Whisserini to me. Love, Conan. He was about as unhappy as a guy could get.
Yep.
But he's just Fartles to me.
He's Fartles.
People know him now as Cool Brad. And I'm like,
whenever I see him, I call him Fartles.
Yeah, and does he like it?
He gets all riled up.
He gets really mad.
Yeah. Well. Sorry, Fartles.
We're so sorry, Fartles. Is this making it up to him?
Or is it better, Mr. Wusserini?
Exactly. A.K.A. Senor Wusserini. I don't know what his problem is. I think these are fine names. Your name's Conan. You think every other name is fine. All right, here we go. Fabio. All know Fabio. He was a little upset with me after a recent appearance. So I dashed off a little note to him to try and mend things. Here it goes. Dear Fabio, I want to apologize once again for implying that you and male models in general are stupid. I apologized during our interview, but you may not have heard me as you seemed distracted by a shiny metal object on my desk. Sincerely, Conan O'Brien. And, actually, most of that interview was him going, look, shiny.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again. It was a 40-minute interview.
I remember that night because that thing was shiny and metal.
You have the same problem we've always known. All right. There was a really strange incident very strange incident for anyone who saw it, when Martha Stewart was on the program. And I felt like I should say something to her. So I wrote a note. Dear Martha, I'd like to apologize for throwing up on the air after tasting your cinnamon peach cobbler. I'd also like to thank you for the quick and efficient way you cleaned up the mess. You must really love peach cobbler. Yours, Conan O'Brien. You could just move away from that one quickly. Next one. You ready for it?
Next.
Okay, here we go. Here's a quick note that actually I sent to Dr. Ruth following an unfortunate incident on the show. Dear Dr. Ruth, sorry I stepped on you. The yelping sound still haunts me. Your friend, Conan O'Brien. And it does, too. That yelping sound, I wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat.
It's shocking.
You're not there. What are you talking about?
Oh, it's shocking to me that you would.
There you go. Oh, my God. What a mismatch of assorted mush. And, folks, here's another quick note that I felt I should dash off to Bob Dole. Dear Mr. Dole, I apologize for all the jokes implying that thou art old. Please do not smite me. Respectfully, Conan O'Brien. I wanted him to understand what I was saying, so... Now, Kathy Lee Gifford, she was so mad at us after she appeared on the show. Really mad. So I tried to calm her down with this apology note. I hope it worked. Dear Mrs. Gifford, I'd like to apologize for the rude and unprofessional treatment you received from the staff of our show's daycare center. Please try to understand they only drove you off with torches because they felt that children's lives were in danger. Sincerely, Conan O'Brien. A lot of these are with the best intentions, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Including this last one, finally, folks, Michael Bolton. He was here at the show. Why are people giggling now? Michael Bolton was here once, and I felt kind of bad afterwards, so I sent him this apology right here. Dear Mr. Bolton, first of all, I really did appreciate the autographed CD you gave me, and I'm sorry if you misinterpreted my actions when you saw me encase your CD in lead, attach it to a cable, and lower it to the center of the earth, all the while shouting, away, away, foul turd. I swear, I was merely storing it for safekeeping. I don't understand. I would think that would patch things up.
No kidding.
But no, still mad. All right, so here's the plan, folks. We're going to do a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll try and offend more celebrities when Norm Macdonald shows up. So stick around. He'll be here in just a second.